that song now, man. I don't know where they got that song from. I don't know where they got it from. What's going on, everybody? Welcome out to another episode of That's Funny to Me. I am your host, Alton Walker. We hope that you had a great week. Oh, man. We got a lot to talk about this week. A lot is going on in our news. And, of course, you know, I brought in my comedic experts. I got to give it up for my panel. Give it up one time for Marvin Hunter. Marvin Hunter, how you doing, man?
Good, dog. Good, bro. Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
That's all you got. What's going on here? All right. Next up, we got Rita Brent up in the building. Rita Brent up in the building. I'm trying to tell you, man.
It is a little bit, man.
We got my Nigerian prince, Wellington Ojukwu.
Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Amen.
And we got my good friend. You know he tried to get y'all teachers paid more money. Give it up for Hank Disson.
That's all I need you to do. Vote, people. Just go vote. That's it. That's what this is about.
I'm mad you freezing up so quick. You must,
my Wi-Fi.
I don't know where you at.
You know what? You know what?
In Teddy Riley house.
Let me tell you something. In my house, there was so much other stuff y'all could be exposed to. I have a flaw that sings every time he's in the room, shuffling his feet. Pop, pop, huh? Then my son yelling at his PlayStation. Get through there. Yo, we on. So I have nowhere, dog. I have nowhere.
Hey,
I'm right in front of the bathroom.
What's your father say now? What he doing?
Hey, put a shirt on, man. Get away from the butter with your shirt on. A little salmon.
So we got a lot to talk about, and so in a short period of time. So I just want to jump on into it, man. Dave Chappelle put out a special, and you know, we already been having this discussion of should celebrities speak up, should they not speak up because they're not well or savvy about the information when it comes to Black America. How did y'all feel about his special? First, let's talk about, as comedians, how did y'all feel about it? And we can start with Marvin, because Marvin, you're the one that kind of texted everybody about it. What you think about it?
I loved it. It yet again, he has showed us what it is to be fearless, because he didn't even go on there and try to be funny. He just has something to say. And as comedians, dealing with that anxiety, you know, being on stage and everything that's going on, when you get to his level, he's on stage like a soldier. He's fearless. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And it's very inspiring.
Yeah. Rita, what you thought about it?
It felt more like a State of the Union address. You know, I don't remember laughing too much. I was just so tuned in to what he was saying and wanting to hear his wisdom. If any celebrity should be speaking on political or social matters, it's Dave Chappelle, because he has established himself as a person who can give you an articulate, educated opinion. He's done research. This is not a 140 character tweet he's given us. You know, he's a history teacher. He's a comedian. And I was impressed with it just because it was not refined. They said at the top he had not been on stage in 87 days or something like that. So for him to be that vulnerable and be that honest and set the tone once again with, I think that was the first comedy show in North America since the shutdown. So, I mean, he is a force to be reckoned with, and he has established himself as what I would consider, you know, he toes that line very well.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to see it, Hank? Yeah. Did you see it yet?
Yeah, I saw it. the correlation between the dates, that was so insightful. You can tell that he's conscious, because he was saying dates and times where he had interactions with the same cops that caused that the riff of what was happening. That this is what I needed the celebrities do, and I'm make it quick. If you're a celebrity, I want you to take your celebrity down and show us how it affected you. Because what he did was, he said, if I wasn't Dave Chappelle, I would have been that guy.
Yeah.
And when he said that, I was like, because sometimes you're in a bubble where you have a celebrity where it gets you a pass. So you're nowhere near what every day. That's why me as a I don't want to say I'm a celebrity, but black man, I don't need to hear what celebrities are saying unless you're talking past that bubble. And that's right. And I went to the spot. I did a show in Dayton, Ohio, where they had that murder, all that mass shooting, and he was the first one to bring a concert to that city to revamp that whole city, man. So my hat's off to Dave Chappelle, man. Every time he comes through, dog, he comes through.
Yeah. Well, what you thought, man?
Man, the special was brilliant, and like Rita Brent said, I do believe it felt like a State of the Union address. Dave Chappelle is what you call the perfect example of what it means to know your history, because he tied in a piece where he described who his great-grandfather was, or who his grandfather was, and what it meant. And he talked about his grandfather being something somewhat of a revolutionary person. So the way he tied it in up until who he is right now and what he means to the culture is similar to that of what his great-grandfather or his grandfather meant to the culture back then. It was just simply brilliant. It was great to see him vulnerable. Like, Dave was very vulnerable. I almost had little tears in my eyes because I could tell Dave was super moved by it. And he brought up some very valid points. Like, why are people talking about the Chris Donner going off on the police and
I did my research on that today too. I did more research on that. I knew what he was doing, but I didn't know all the full details until today when I read his manifesto. Yeah, I didn't know all that.
And to be honest with you, when he talked about the police that were ambushed and shot in Dallas, Texas, by the other police officer that happened to be a black guy, if you go see, I think it was almost 6 white people that were shot and killed by this guy in Dallas. It's almost like you could say the same excuse that they used to say that they used and shoot us is the same excuse you could say that he used to shoot them. He feared for his life. He feared for his life.
Yeah. And then, like I said, that Christopher Donner, I was going to bring that up because I didn't know all the details to the day. Like, he brought up a good point.
I never read the manifesto myself.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that what he did was right, but basically what he was saying is how all y'all came together to gang up on him because one of your people died is how black people are. That's how we feel now. So y'all should understand. Like, y'all should get it.
Nah, man, this PTSD that we have as black people has been stacked and stacked and stacked and stacked. Really? Put it like this. The ability for us to go in a room, and I'm going to say this, the ability for us, and it be white people in the room during this, I did some shows, and I was struggling. Because I was so upset and angry. And it's like, do I get across my point? Do I go in? You know, I ain't Dave Chappelle, so I don't have a backyard that I can invite people to and give them Dave Chappelle mask and they all sit in there and they happy because that was clearly his backyard. I don't have that, but
right.
And then we're all wanting to get back out and do comedy during this storm, during this time. So, bro.
It's hard. It's hard to make people laugh during this time when you want to just.
It's hard, man. It's really
get it
hard.
out. You want to cuss folks out.
Woo.
Yeah.
I don't be feeling it most time. Yeah.
You be like, ain't nothing funny. Ain't nothing funny.
Right.
Like you be.
I posted that one time. I cussed too. I said, ain't nothing funny. You know, I was mad, man, because you just don't want to. You don't want to do your job, but you know you're you're important. You know, we're needed right now, but you don't want to do your job. I have a question. What celebrities y'all think need to shut up?
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. Terry Crews.
And for those of y'all don't know what Terry Crews said,
get back to the gym. Get back to the gym. Go lift them weights. Do your little robot dance for them people when you get on the shows. Go ahead and cut a rug. Do all that. But don't say nothing about us.
Let's see if we got his tweet. The tweet that he posted that really got him under fire. Recently, he posted his tweet. I think this was last week. Let me see if he got it up. But yeah, he definitely needed to be quiet.
It's like that. It's like if you don't know how to form words like correctly, don't put stuff up, man.
The thing is, you don't have to be a part of every
words. He's trying to cater to both sides. You know,
he was trying to cater to both sides. Let me see if he got it.
He didn't cater to us until he got that heat. He never thinks about the black side till he got the heat. The same thing with Gabriel Union. When he came and spoke out against Gabriel Union, well, I've never experienced any racism. Once he got that heat, then he was like, I'm sorry, I was siding with her. Same thing with this thing.
Came to my sister's defense.
Like, what can we expect from a man who twerks his chest?
Like, shut up, man.
What do we do relative? Wait a minute.
What can we expect from a man who twerks his chest every time you see him? I didn't even know that was possible, but he twerks his chest. He sticks it out, twerks, sticks it back in, and then walks off with the robot.
So, for those who don't know about the Terry Crews tweet, can we show that tweet one good time of what he said when he was trying to, I guess he was trying to balance, like Rita said, he was trying to balance defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy. Equality is the truth. Like it or not, we all in it. We're all in this together. So I'm trying to figure out, when I first read it, I was trying to figure out what in the world is he talking about?
Yo, I'm sorry, dog. Marvin said he touched my nose.
Yeah, he told them people. He said he touched my no spot. Touched my private. Big swole up.
Let me tell you too why. This is why I'm not giving him any slack. It's because of that. It's because I believe Terry Crews say things to get attention. Here's the thing. I'm a man. We all a man. I don't care who it is. If you touch me in front of my wife.
Rita ain't no man.
No, I ain't talking about Rita. No. Listen to what I'm saying. If you listen to the rest of it, I'm going somewhere. As men, we will not allow another man to touch us in front of our wife and don't say anything right like at that moment. Terry Crews, he did it because he wants an opportunity. He's an opportunist. And there's no way that I wouldn't say anything about that. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody want to say, oh, I
feel vulnerable at the time.
You be like, well, why you have your shirt off?
Why you ain't say nothing? Why would you wait till women?
I feel vulnerable.
I'm just like, why would you wait till a movement come up for you to talk about it? And so I just believe he's an opportunist, and this tweet was a way for him to be another you're an opportunist. That's what you do. That don't even make sense.
You sound foolish. Ain't no such thing as black supremacy. Ain't no such a thing as black supremacy. And there never will be.
Black people can't even be racist because we ain't got no power.
Yeah.
Foolish.
Yeah, I never understood that.
Racism is rooted in superiority. Black people will never be superior. It's rooted in this idea that you think you're better than the next race. We don't think we're better than the next race. We can't.
Racism.
It affect their livelihoods.
Racism is created because we have so much potential. The potential of our power as being racism makes racism grow. Anytime you can see that, they gonna take over. They are basing what they do to us on something that we have not even obtained.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fear.
We
And
so
It's
powerful.
so scary.
Imagine what TikTok would be without our music.
Enough.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
That app, would you see them two-step into Billy Ray Cyrus, Toby Keith, Lizzie McGuire, Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep? You see them pop locking and dance. Anybody gonna do that to Sean Ray? Who? Name one. Luke Bryan. They be nothing. They make millions, billions
but-
off of us. The existence of our music and our culture.
So you know, and just a few more celebrities they brought up. Because Don Lemon brought up some celebrities. He brought up Oprah. He brought up Tyler Perry. Is it needed for these people to speak up? And why do we feel like celebrities need to say something? Why do we feel like they
We're
need to
over
say
with
something?
this. Put it like this: celebrities supposed to say something. Remember, the COVID broke out, and then we didn't believe it. This is the problem. We go to them for them to the vilify thing. Like COVID broke out, and nobody didn't believe it was real until Idris Elba got sick. Oh, not Idris. Idris Elba got sick. No, look, dog. We gotta see these people. Put it like this: the cops show up and they don't recognize you. You black.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I feel
I don't want to
feel like it's.
Go ahead, Marvin.
No, and I'll say that I feel like during regular times you get certain celebrities step up. We need to do this, we need to do that, but it's safe because you know it's more than likely nothing's going to happen. So there's no consequence to your action. Now something is happening. I think a lot of them are scared. They're trying to feel it out, see how it plays out. But I really don't need them to speak out to let me know nothing. I mean, I got my own information. I got my own mind. I don't need to hear from Puffy because Puffy is that crap he said about voting. You know,
Yeah.
he about as smart as a
You have to earn the black vote.
Stuff. You know, just like, what are you doing? You would rock the vote. Now the vote don't count. I'm a boycott. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I would rather hear people speak on it who have devoted their lives, like who are literally authorities on the issues, who are historians on the issues, have done the research, have been on the front lines. That's who I want to hear from. I don't want to hear from some of these rappers who can't even make a complete sentence in their songs. Tour. Well, like what they gonna say? What are they gonna say of importance? Now, if it is a personal account of something that you have experienced, okay, share that. That's different. But no, I don't want to hear from just these random folks because they people just like we are. We got to stop glorifying these celebrities. Period.
Yep. And people are stupid. So celebrities are stupid too. Just because you got a talent don't mean you're not an idiot because you got a talent. So I don't need to hear from Kylie Jenner. I don't want to hear nothing about Kylie Jenner. I don't care about how she think about nothing.
Nope.
When I say this is 100% correct, when she said I want to hear from people who are devoted to the actual movement, absolutely right. Nobody wants to. Will Smith is a perfect example of someone who rarely speaks on black issues.
Did he ever said anything yet either? Huh?
Ever. Will Smith doesn't want to look. This is how committed he is to not speaking on black issues. When he talked about his bucket list, he would rather dive out the sky with a parachute than speak on the black issue. That's how committed he's not to not speak. Will Smith got a bucket list of 100-some things to do, and speaking out on black issues ain't one of them. It ain't even zero of them.
And you know what though?
And I respect that.
At the end of the day, I think we're learning that it may be a good thing. I think
absolutely
after all these celebrities say some of the silliest things, the most ignorant things, I think we're at a place where we should have applauded Michael Jordan when he was trying to be quiet. Like, he don't know this he don't know. So let's stop.
And now that he's saying stuff, they tearing him down.
Right. You can't satisfy people. Now Will Smith did post the black square. Wellington, he did post the black square.
Okay. Oh, well, tell him I said thank you. I know that it hurt that it wasn't on his bucket list. It hurt him. And he did post Michael Che video. I saw that. He posted a Michael Che video. But this is like the first time. I don't even think Will Smith knows what's going on in the community.
But what is
If
their
it ain't
responsibility?
attached to a script.
What is their real responsibility? Like, why are we giving them so much? Why? Because they making money. They're on TV. What are we making them responsible for? Like, they're not the governor. They're not the mayor. They don't make any decisions in our life, how we raise our family, how we feed our family. Why do we give them so much on their shoulders that they're so important? Like, I don't get it. Because in the long way, anytime something that happens, they're not showing up. We don't see them. So why is it now it's even worse? They've been shooting and killing us. So we can go back to Harry Belafonte is the only one I know that has something, that does something, speaks up for black people. Then we had Dick Gregory.
Yeah.
Like they write books. We had James Baldwin. There's a few that we know that show up and rock, but ain't that many. So why we expect these new actors, these new dudes to do something? And we have more followers. You can control millions of people from your social media. And they have more control to put up and move numbers. They could care even less. So I don't even see why. Like, my wife said the same thing. Well, there should be more. I'm like, do you think Oprah, you think all them care? Oprah was dragging us last couple of months ago. Gail was whatever Snoop Dogg called her a couple of weeks ago. The thing is, they not
whatever you call them.
We can't say that here. But no. But what I'm saying is, we give them so much responsibility over our lives. Like, I don't ever remember nobody showing up and going, "Hey man, I got all the comedians," and we know celebrity comedians 1 or 2 tiers above us that's making a bunch of money, ain't saying nothing. But we see them in person. We gotta stick together as brothers and sisters. You be like, word, you won't even book me on your show. Shut up.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna move on, man. So I guess we all agree in certain celebrities, some of y'all need to shut up. That's basically some of y'all need to be quiet. All right, so speaking of celebrities speaking up, our police officers are speaking up, man. They are pleading their life, man. They are scared. They are being vilified. You know what? I got somebody that can just share this information better than I can. Can you show the video of our scared police officers, man? And I think we need to listen to them as a community because we are scaring them. They're being vilified. Can you play that video real quick?
Like animals and thugs, and start treating us with some respect. That's what we're here today to say. We've been left out of the conversation. We've been vilified. It's disgusting. Our legislators abandoned us. The press is vilifying
That poor baby scared.
Hey, hey, would you say
that poor baby scared?
You see the little black guy to the left with the sweatsuit on?
No, I didn't. I didn't see no black people.
Yeah, I didn't see no black people.
I didn't. Dude standing.
I didn't see
sunglasses on. I saw he had Adidas. I've been looking for a black dude to be there. Let me tell you something. If you're scared, guess what you could do, Mr. Cop. And I understand that I got cousins that are cops, but guess what you could do, Mr. Cop man, that I can't do? You can take your uniform off and be all white. How about that? And you safe again.
Yeah.
You never forget. I was so shocked at that, man. It sounded like he was talking about black people for a minute. If you close your eyes,
did you see the little black dude hiding though? He was like this. Look over here.
The black dude.
Look, you see behind the.
Oh, I see him. He behind the dude in the blue. And to the left, to the dude in the blue shirt.
Look, he got sunglasses.
He pointed out.
Made me come down here.
Hey, he got it behind his shoulder. Y'all didn't see him to the left. Hey, like wait a minute. I wish I could zoom in on him. He's behind it. He's to the left, and he's hiding behind the dude's shoulder. You spotted him, man.
Because when it came on the first time, I was looking. I was like, so if cops are unified and the blue is blue, well, where are all the Latino, Asian, black? Where are all those cops at? They don't feel the same way.
Right.
And the thing is,
Right.
you can take the uniform off, sir, and you are a white man at that point, and then you are safe. No one's gonna go to you. Hey, you a cop?
Play the video again. Hey, can you zoom? Hey, I don't know if you can zoom in behind the dude's shoulder. Oh man, can you play it one more time, man? I'll wait for it, man. To the left. He's over to the left.
No,
hold on, man. You gotta find. There go one.
There go one.
Look, he ain't even paying attention. He looking
it's
at the
another
other
one.
Guy like, what we doing here? What are we doing here?
Hey, it's another one. He's hiding behind the left shoulder. Right. I wish I could show you.
They made that look like you make when you see another black dude in a place.
Oh man, I'm mad he that short though, man. All right, I'll leave it alone, man. We gonna Rita, how you felt when you saw that video? All right,
like
so go to the left. So hold on. Go to the. You see him? Go to the left, Ben. To the left for the dude.
You ain't gonna see his. Here he is. To be his hand peeking out.
There you go. Zoom in. He's scratching his shoulder, right behind the scratch shoulder. If you zoom in,
he got sunglasses on. See his arm?
He got sunglasses. Go to the left. No, the other way. Keep going. Keep going. He ain't gonna find him. Nah, he gonna fit to find this. These folks gonna wait on this. Cause when y'all see it, y'all gonna laugh. Keep going, Ben.
I don't know who the publicist is for these. I don't know who the PR is for these cops, but he should have put some black cops up front. This would have made sense.
The other way. Keep going the other way. I got to let y'all see this, man.
Yeah,
you gotta probably play the video.
His head.
Play the video. Play the whole thing. It's probably on the other part of the clip. This is so great that I want the people to see this. I have to take the time. All right, so you see that dude to the left? He's gonna scratch his shoulder. He's gonna scratch his shoulder, and you're gonna see a little black head hiding from the camera.
He ain't trying to have no part of that. He's like, look, you see his head right there looking around.
Right there, he about to scratch his shoulder. Right behind him. Zoom on the dude right behind him. If you
other way. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
There.
I see you.
He can't go back. He can't go back to Woodland at all, man.
You know how embarrassed you gotta be to hide behind the shoulder?
Yeah.
Hey, you be like, yo, son, let me see you in Harlem. You hear me, B?
And he got a mask on. So you really don't know who he is. Like, y'all gonna just see my forehead. All right, I had to show y'all that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man.
Like
that man he found the hardest spot.
It's like 1:30. I got to get up out of here.
All right, man. We about to
y'all be good, man. I will get with y'all later, man, as we all talk all the time.
Man, I appreciate you, Marvin, for coming in. We're gonna close it out. But thank you for stopping by, man, and sharing your viewpoints.
Right. You need me to come, brother. You need me to come by and try to get a security system you got?
No, we good. All right.
I ain't gonna ask you where you getting ready to go. All right, man. But that was interesting, man. For police officers to really be at a point.
Black people, Alton, like you said, when he talked about animals and thugs, that's the exact same language that Trump uses when he's tweeting about us. And oddly enough, it's what Trina used. That's the language she used on the radio. Trina called black protesters in Florida animals. And so it's always that we are subhuman. We are less than human. And so I'm like, well, maybe you can relate. Maybe you can finally relate to how black people be feeling, how they be treating us. If you feel like an animal and a thug, how you think we feel? It was contradictory and quite ironic.
Yeah, it's quite sad, man. Wellington, how you felt about that, man?
When I first saw the video, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was Bilbo Baggins from the Shire speaking at a fully. I thought that was a Klan rally, and they sheets was still at the dry cleaners, It was sponsored by Papa John's bold, spicy, bigot pepperoni pizza. What we saw,
Bigot pepperoni pizza.
bigot pepperoni pizza. What we saw was an unofficial Klans rally. That's exactly what that was. The black guy that you were trying to find was also trying to find his way out of that scene. That's what you saw. He didn't know what it was going to be. He said,
That's what it looked like. They like domino pieces. They had 2 black dots on the domino piece.
Man, you found him though. Hey, how did you find that dude, man?
Because when I saw it the first time, you know, anything I see, like my wife says, I don't know why I do this, but I see there's enough of us for a lot of stuff to hit TV, and there's never any black people. Like there's never a black face nowhere, and I don't know how I purpose. I'm from Massachusetts, so every time I go somewhere, I'm looking for the other black person. That's always been my thing. You know what I mean? Just because if I'm taking this in and I'm here. Ain't nobody else want to see this? Come to do this? So when I was watching it, I was like, well, if they cops and they representing police, right? And you want us to stand with you and stop treating y'all like thugs and blue matters, blue lives matter. Where were the darker blue lives? Because there are darker blue lives. And like I said, I think some cops, you know, some cops were in danger. Some cops, you know, their lives are in danger. They should be safe, stuff like that. But, bruh, this ain't the time for you to come out and say, oh, we need to be treated this. Dude, you have tanks, guns. They busted that girl's open with rubber bullets. We just watch. We see so much stuff happen. But all I can come back to is you can take the uniform off. Yeah. I can't get this. This is it. Like wherever this show up, it stay like this. It actually get darker in the summer. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? So in retrospect, what do you want us to do? How was I supposed to feel about that?
I don't play chess, but y'all let me know. Do the white chess pieces, are they more important than the black ones? Because is that how chess goes? Are the white chess pieces? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it looks like.
They just two different. They had a side, and the other ones had a side. It's just the different colors of the chess, but they put it out there like that to let you know that we are always constantly at odds with each other. But it's not us at odds with them. It's them at odds with our power, with what we stand for. Before we came to the U.S., they've always been about, hey, that is in their culture. This is not a trend for them. This is a way of life for them. Our existence threatens their life to them in their mind. See, black people, we want to celebrate the world. They want to dominate it and own the world. That's the difference.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
That's why I think the message of Wakanda was, and I hate to bring up X-Men, but it's like Wakanda was, we have the power. We could do what we want to do whenever we get ready to do it. But we like rocking in our collective unit. Like we like the way we rock here. We ain't trying to mess with nobody else. If they don't mess with us, we good. So, you know, everybody invited to the cookout, long as you don't cause no ruckus. But
Wakanda didn't invite nobody to no cookout. They didn't want the world to even know they existed. That's how if we as a black community pull that same ideology into our communities, like we're not inviting nobody to no cookout. The cookout is indefinitely over. Done. We're not giving you a pat on the back for being a decent human being. It's
you know what? Wait a minute. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Wellington. Say what you said again. We're not doing what?
The cookout is indefinitely over. We're not giving you a pat on the back for being a decent human being. Period.
This is I'm about to go on. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I do have to bring this up. It seems as if some of the black people that I know that do have white friends, and it's not all of them, but some of them that I know have white friends and white counterparts, whatever. Every time they talk about them, it's like they've given them a compliment for doing something they're supposed to be doing. Well, I got white friends. They're nice to my kids. They do stuff for me.
He's
and
nice.
I'm like, what? They're not supposed to be. So it's just almost like we're a charity case to them. The way we talk about it, it's like we're a charity case. I'm not about to pat you on the back for being nice to me.
That's
okay. See, I don't know that.
Because so look, like I've learned moving here. I have cousins that didn't have white friends that they grew up with, and I never, if my white friends did something, I didn't judge them as. I would tell them like, "Yo, that's messed up. You did that." I didn't say, "Yo, you the white dude." I had Puerto Rican friends. I had Asian friends, but it's a bet. Okay, so this has just happened. There's a neighbor here in my cul-de-sac, in my HOA, new dude. I don't know who he is. Took a picture of my car parked somewhere. So I don't know who he is, but if they tow my car, it cost me $150. I'm allowed to park there, but he calls himself policing. Now, I don't know why he would take a picture of my car over everybody else's car that's there. So I don't know what it is about that. So my neighbor, which is a white lady, and she's cool. I asked her about, do you know who's taking the pictures? Now, I can see the angle of the actual picture and see that it's that dude's house. So when I got to it, for however reason how she got in touch with him, she texted me. She's like, I talked to him. You probably won't have any more problems about your car. And I'm like, what you mean? And she's like, well, he's a nice guy. And then I'm like, what does that got to do with him doing what he's doing to me?
Right.
Because you've made a decision or you feel like he's a nice guy to you. Like I've got caught up in many conversations and be like, yo, I'll tell you, that's how he treats me, but I don't know what he's gonna treat you like. Yeah. And that is just it. We can't, it's case by case. There always is a back pedal. Like I've been in the doctor's office where the doctor will go in the room, and we do it too. We have black people, we have a language. I go in the room and I'm talking to black people, right? But then if a white dude come in, they don't have the same, they be like.
Right.
So in general, we need to do more of what we do as a culture and keep like if you're gonna be a nice dude all around. I don't need to validate you. I don't want to have to validate, and that's what we're doing now during this whole thing. We got to go out and validate all our white friends to be like, well, no, he's a good. Oh, you call me and tell me that you care about me. I don't need you to call me and tell you care about me. I made a decision in my head a long time ago about stuff you already, because this ain't new. This is the thing, we acting like this is new. What has been happening in this country is not new. So if you didn't rock with me and take care of me and look out for me before, this telling you that you should rock and take care of me or tell me you love me, it ain't changed nothing for me because you didn't do it then when you didn't have the pressure. So now you got the pressure. You want to show up and you want to wear a kente cloth, and you want to celebrate June 10th with me, and you want to ask me what kind of potato salad my family make. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. It's like you triggered something right there, Wellington, man, because I was just thinking about that. I'm like, why they feel like I'm not a charity? We're in America. Black community is not a charity case. You owe us. This is not a charity case. You owe us. So I'm tired of and black people. We got to start acting like we're a charity case. Stop saying that. Compliment your white friends for being good people. They supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? So my bad. I went side note.
No, it's good. He cool. That's it. She cool.
Yeah. I went side off that, but you triggered something right there. All right, man. I'm gonna close out on this, man. Due to time.
Man, we ain't gonna talk about NASCAR, man.
Okay, all right. I'll bring it up. I just did. I was trying not to. I know. If y'all good, we gonna keep going.
That's all. I just had a prop.
Okay. So let's do this. So because there are a lot of companies now speaking up for the black community. I feel a certain way about it because, like you said, Hank, why y'all didn't do this 10 years ago? Like 2 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, last year. Why now? But you got, NASCAR, they took down their Confederate flag. The Marines is
That's why I want to know. I want to know Wellington's opinion. I was hoping Marvin was in here, but military, taking down them names off them bases is major.
Do you
Trump did-
understand how huge that is? When you take away participation trophies for hate, that when they feel their heritage is being stripped, which their heritage, let's be clear, is having the right to kill black people without consequences. That is their heritage. It was enslavement of black people, having the right to kill black people without heritage, and keeping them from economic growth is their heritage. And when you strip that away from NASCAR and not just NASCAR, but the military, do you understand that these people feel like the South will rise again? Well, I got one thing. The South did rise again, and then they threw it in the ocean. It rose, and they threw them statues in the ocean. That's exactly what they did with those Confederate monuments. They wrote it.
Monuments down. I don't know. I thought I got some video of that, man. These folks ain't playing. They taking them down.
I worked NASCAR for 2 years. I was an entertainment MC for AT&T Racing, Vitamin Water. I even had my jacket. I was like, let me tell you the culture. Now, there's two sides. There's people who say the Confederate flag is just like being handed down recipes from their family, like heirlooms, and that's the story that you'll hear. Like, oh, we grew up in it, and I always ask, grew up in what? What was it that you're handed down? That like there's a recipe for hate. What is the recipe that goes with it? Because why does it trigger? I'm from the East Coast, so why does it trigger my father and people from the South? My father's from Americus, Georgia. Why does it trigger him when he sees that flag? What has been handed down that hasn't changed since it's such a culture? Like just them taking, like my father wouldn't even let me watch Dukes of Hazzards because he pull up and I wanted that car so bad, and that car had a Confederate flag on it. My father was like, "You turn that off. You turn that off." NASCAR, what I learned is, I'm gonna tell you this. I learned a lot about marketing and how a culture works, with no need for a lot of bells and whistles, because it was such a thing where people would pack up their houses. 550,000 people would drive from city to city to city to city to watch the same race. It was almost like their own little piece of the world that they had. I would be there, and I promise you guys, I could probably count maybe how many black people I would see on my hands and toes. Easy.
NASCAR.
500,000. Over 500,000. And I'm like, that's why it's like us doing comedy and having the voices we have affects, because I'm sure when they started to integrate, because I was there when they had the first black pit crew, which was Raymore and Flanagan. And I went down there to see it because it was history, but it didn't touch the news. I went down there and I was looking at these brothers and I was like, yo, real. And the crazy thing they don't tell you, there's a lot of stuff that they don't tell you about that culture. So when they started saying they're going to take the Confederate flag, I was like, wow. Because that's their, this is our thing. This is ours. We rock this. And
Rita, what you think? How you feel about these companies?
When I saw that, I was like, and then the thing is, that touches a lot of marketing. Like if you knew all the companies and sponsors that are behind.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies that sponsor NASCAR. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, boy. And if you jump out, they're like,
hold on. Rita, we lost Rita audio. Rita, we lost your audio.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
There it is.
I was just saying that I'm sad because I live in Mississippi right now, and we still got the Confederate flag up. And I'm like, man, NASCAR beat us. Once again, Mississippi is going to be last. Once again, Mississippi is going to be last. And it's not even there haven't been enough votes in the Senate right now to get the flag removed. They're having talks about it, But I have a joke where it's like, Mississippi is holding on to this flag like it's a pair of old underwear. You know what I'm saying? You can't use it. You can't use them no more. They ain't no good. They got holes in them. They're useless. But these my underwear. Like, I can't throw these in the garbage, because that's what the flag is. It's garbage. And the Confederates, they lost the war. So what are we celebrating here? So yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm like, once again, Mississippi is going to be the last to do something productive and transformative. But another thing is, I was thinking that a lot of these companies were getting on board with Black Lives Matter because they were afraid of losing the black dollar, until NASCAR came about. I'm like, well, I don't know how many black dollars they get. But just like with Starbucks, Starbucks 2 days ago, they were saying none of our employees can wear Black Lives Matter stuff. And then the employees said, well, y'all let us wear LGBT stuff. And then they were like, okay, we changed our mind. You can wear Black Lives Matter stuff, So I think most of the time it goes back to money. And a lot of these companies are afraid of losing the black dollar. But if we would circulate the black dollar in our own community, they wouldn't even have that much power over us.
Which allowed us to know how powerful we are economically. For a company to do that, that means NASCAR probably they got some black dollars and maybe they don't. Maybe they just did it out of their.
No, there's black NASCAR fans now. Like this is dominating a lot of energy. But you got to think about trends. How much we touch commercial dollars. Like like this. If you just think about, like he said about TikTok. If we didn't touch TikTok, in fact, if we didn't touch Instagram, what if we decided like we don't want to do IG no more? You look at what kids being at home and using Zoom did for Zoom. Like, we wouldn't be here right now doing this if it wasn't a such thing as Zoom, because we wouldn't have this idea to do video conferences and make shows. Have no idea. Yeah. So think about how we propelled so much energy for entertainment, all this stuff. It's just like comedy wise. And I told Wellington, if you go on any website for any comedy club, there's going to be at least 5 acts that are going to be black that's going to be pushing through that club within other month race basis. You know what I mean? We fuel entertainment. Instagram, DJ D Nice, come on, 1 million people in the night. That's not who else? We're going to get the kid Pauly D. Can Pauly D do that? What other DJ that was going to do something like that was going to move to Instagram and shit? The verses, Teddy Riley versus whoever, even if you don't get the sound right, how many people show up? 780,000. Erykah Badu. We push the culture through their mediums. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna close out briefly with the Nancy Pelosi kneeling with the kente cloth. Wellington, how did you feel?
Can I just say this one quick thing about the Confederate? This is how huge them stripping the Confederate symbols away is. In Germany, it is illegal to have certain Nazi paraphernalia of art hanging in areas. It is illegal to have that. They know that the history behind the Nazi flag and the Nazi symbols is bad, and that it means nothing but horrible things, and that it stands for nothing but bigot and racist ideology. And they know what it means, so they've taken it away, and they've even made it illegal. So that's why I say salute to the people, and understand your dollar as well, because companies are the only thing America understands is money. That's the only language white corporate America understands, period. Money. The moment you mess with the money, that's when they become award-winning Oscar actors and performers. And oh my God, I can't believe you black people have been subjected to so much heinous crimes. We are with you. They just started being with us 2 weeks ago. This been going on for over 400 years. So that money shifted. Keep that black dollar in house. But go ahead.
So we got like 2 minutes. I want to briefly talk about this, and then we're gonna get out of here. This Nancy Pelosi taking a knee in the kente cloth. Rita, how did you feel about that moment right there? Look at him down there.
I wasn't angry. I wasn't angry. I was looking at how they were wobbling. You know what I'm saying? They were really struggling on that one knee. But I wasn't angry about it. I just thought they just looked real goofy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting here
8
thinking
minutes.
they don't know the meaning behind the kente cloth. They don't know the origin of it. They don't know what went to it. They don't know any of this. So it felt like mockery a little bit, but ultimately I thought it was goofy, just goofy as hell. And if they had done the electric slide, then I would have been mad. But you know, just putting the kente cloth on, okay, that was their idea of solidarity. There were some black people there who clearly okayed it. Kamala Harris had one on too. But I was just more concerned about the policies they were going to be presenting. If you got to present it in the kente cloth, fine. They just look goofy.
What you thought, man? Hey, what you thought real quick?
I just wish they would give them the real feeling of what that was all about. Let's spray some hoses at them. Let some dogs loose in there. See if they want to kneel in. Give them, let them get out of there. We shall. They want to do all that. Give them
why you looking like that? Why you looking like that?
Give them a real want to get on their knees. All right.
That was the ultimate. That was the ultimate Black Panther. That's what that was. Black Panther at the highest level that it could possibly be. I don't care. Kamala Harris don't even really claim her heritage like that. As many black folks she done locked up, she might need to start wearing some sheets herself. She might as well go ahead and get her sheets out the dryer too. I know Kamala Harris history. Now I did wonder. What I did wonder was how much Epsom salt and Bengay was applied after they did what they did. Did they have a whole bath waiting for them? Because I know I could smell the Bengay through the phone as I was watching.
She's 80 years old, and it's a video. I don't think I sent it to her, but it's a video of her struggling to get up. It's hilarious. I'm just saying this. Old people, stop trying to get down on your knee. It looks bad. You know, stop.
I ain't even that old and I don't want to fall. When was the last time?
Look at this old dude. Look at it. Come on, man.
Lord have mercy.
Come on now. Don't let the man do that. Bill Russell got on. He just got up yesterday. He been on his knee for 2 weeks.
His knee
man.
Right out.
Come on, man.
His knee popped right
out. All right,
out.
y'all, man.
Look, let me tell you something. You don't even want to fall at our age, so let alone get on your knees at theirs.
Listen, man, thank y'all so much. Again, look at Bill Russell. Bill Russell just got up. He posted that 3 weeks ago. They said he just got up. And he looked like his face looked like he's struggling. Hey, y'all, man. Thank y'all, my panel, for coming. Appreciate y'all, man, for coming in and giving me y'all expertise. We had so much to talk about this week, and I just want to, again, thank y'all again for another great episode of That's Funny to Me. Listen, tune in every Tuesday and every Saturday. We replay this. So tell a neighbor, tell a friend. These are great comedians that are just not funny, but they are well known and intellectual. And when it comes to, I was trying to figure, you know what, Buffett? Because I know Hank is about to say something crazy.
You should write an outro.
I should have wrote that outro down. I didn't know what I want to go with it. But I'm a comedian, so I can get by with it. I was going. I don't know what I was going. I was trying to compliment y'all and then lost it.
You was juggling.
I was trying to get y'all, speak well when it comes to the issues. Yes, speak well when it comes to the issues. That's.
But go ahead and write this down so you have it for next time. So you can just be like, I want to thank y'all for that. And we're out.
I'm gonna have the same ending every ending. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. God bless y'all. Enjoy the rest of your week.